favorite dentist is never too far away.
All right, Mrs. Van Dam, I'm almost finished. If you could hold on just a little longer.
Can I? You're killing me.
Well, if you'd stop talking, perhaps I could finish sooner.
All right. I'll try.
Thanks, Mrs. Van Dam. You've got my instrument stuck in your tooth.
It's not my fault. Pull it out.
Stop moving. You're making it go in further.
Oh, there. Look, I got it.
I'm lucky. I'm healthy. In fact, I've been growing. So much I can't fit into my shoes anymore. And there's something else. Peter. Whenever he looks at me with those eyes.
Me?
Happy New Year, me. Happy New Year. You really should have this day to yourself. But we love that you've come. Oh, Meep. Anne, how are you? You smell like the wind.
Could you give this to Charlotte for the new year?
Of course.
Meep Chen.
Feeling any better, Margot? A little. Maybe this will make you feel better yet.
Honey, look! The cake! The cake!
Cake! I'll get the plates.
Is it your special spice cake? Spice cake, exactly. Your favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Spice cake. What a treat.
You must have used up all your rations for the... Oh, how sweet. And look, she wrote peace in 1944.
Last year it said peace in 1943.
Well, it has to come sometime, doesn't it?
Let's hope it does.
Here's the knife, Petronelle. Now, how many of us are there?
Oh, none for me, thank you.
Oh, but you must.
Oh, well, that leaves 7 then.
8. The same number as always.
I just took for granted that Marco wouldn't be having any.
Why not?
I don't think a piece of cake would harm her.
I just don't want her to start coughing again, all right? 8! 8, all right? 8!
And Mrs. Frank should cut it this time. She devised things better.
What are you trying to say? Don't I always give everyone exactly the same?
Yes. Everyone always gets exactly the same. Except Mr. Van Dam always gets a little bit more.
Now, just a minute.
Please. Me, do you see how a little spice cake can get to our heads?
Here, Mrs. Frank, you cut.
It looks delicious, me.
Oh, that smell.
Meep, you sure you won't have a piece?
No, thank you. I have to leave in a minute.
Meep, Chan is lucky to get a woman who can bake like this.
Jan! Tell us about Jan. Jan's taking me to a party tonight. A party! Oh, Meep, remember everything so you can tell us about it tomorrow.
Everyone you dance with?
Jan. Only with Jan. Oh, I seem to have forgotten something. For someone. Me?
What is it? Come on, the suspense is killing me. Oh my. Meep, where did you find them? Look, they match. Incredible.
Where'd you get them? You can't even get a slipper on the black market these days.
All grown up, ready for Hollywood.
Enjoy them, man. And don't worry, I'll give you a full report tomorrow.
There's something I'd like you to do for me.
What? What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
What is it?
Please don't sell my fur coat. Please. I've had this for 17 years. My father gave me this coat. No, please. You don't have the right. Don't you dare.
You have to let go.
Please, let go.
You can't hold on to a fur coat when people are in such desperate need of warm clothing. Besides, we're broke. We've been running out of money for months. I have to sell it.
Mrs. Frank?
Homie, I remember when a new year was something to look forward to.
Mrs. Frank, you mustn't give up hope.
There's no hope to be had. I know that. I knew at the moment Hitler came to power, when that voice came screaming out of the radio. I sat there paralyzed. And now in London, what is the the Dutch Queen doing? What are they all doing? They're not even mentioning the word Jew. The trains are still leaving. Why don't they bomb the tracks? I can't talk about this with the others meeting.
I understand, Mrs. Frank.
I know they're all making plans, counting the days till the war is over. But I must tell you, I feel the end will never come. Sometimes I want to give myself up.
Forgive me, Mrs. Frank, but you must try and take things a little easier. They need you. The children need you.
I'm ashamed to feel this way. I know you and Mr. Crowler have it just as hard.
No, Mrs. Frank, you don't.
Thank you for listening to me.
Non, ce n'est pas ce que vous y tu penses.
Pense, Monsieur Dussault, pense. En français, tu fais. Ce que vous ne faites pas beaucoup.
What?
Ce que vous ne faites pas.
You're going too fast.
Oui, je sais.
Je sais. I know that one.
Bon, continuons. La page suivante, s'il vous plaît.
I just don't understand. I would never have done anything like that to you.
The coat was 17 years old, for God's sake. Those skins had definitely seen their day.
That's not the point, and you know it.
I know we need the money. We have no money. Can you get that through your head?
Don't talk to her like that.
You've never understood anything.
God, here we go again.
That coat was the last thing. A whole world gone.
Well, you've still got us, haven't you?
You took the last memory of my father away.
Do we have to hear about your father again? If you weren't so attached to your coat, your father, our apartment, with all our goddamn possessions, we'd be in America by now.
It's not her fault.
Oh, please, like it wasn't you two. If you didn't...
Believe me, I only stayed because of you. I knew which way the wind was blowing.
Oh, sure, because you know everything.
Mother, please stop.
Your mother will never listen.
If I could just say one thing.
No, you may not. You say too much already, and it's none of your business.
You shouldn't have said that.
What?
You hurt her feelings.
Well, I apologize. I apologize to everyone.
You left this.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for what happened in there. I wish I could have said something, but they make me feel so... I can't stand it when they... Sometimes I wish I didn't belong to them at all. I just hope I never turn out like them.
You won't. I know it.
Like him. What if I'm like him?
You're not. Leave me.
All I know is you're always a big help to me.
I am? How?
When you're cheerful, it keeps me from being depressed.
I'm not always so cheerful, you know. Inside.
Really?
It's hard. If you want to cry or something, there's nowhere to go.
It's easier for me, I guess. When there's a fight, with my parents, I just duck into my room.
You're lucky you have a room of your own.
At least you can talk to your parents.
Not really. I can never discuss anything serious with Mother. She just doesn't understand. And I can talk about anything with Father. Except Mother. I just don't think you can really be intimate with someone if they hold something back. Do you?
I think your father's terrific.
He likes you too.
You think so?
I can tell from the little things he says. It's funny, isn't it?
What?
Well, we've been here for almost a year and a half, and this is the first time we've really talked.
I know what you mean.
You know something, Peter?
What?
I've never really had a friend. Someone I could truly confide in.
Me neither. Smile for me.
Why?
You have dimples when you smile.
Dimples. The only mark of beauty I possess.
That's not true. You're pretty.
Me?
Yes, you.
The sun is shining. The sky a deep blue. There's a magnificent breeze in the air, and I'm longing, so longing for everything. I walk from room to room, breathe through the cracks in the window frame, feel my heart beating as if to say, can't you fulfill this longing at last? I long for every boy, and to Peter I want to shout, say something. Don't just smile at me all the time, touch me. I'm utterly confused. Don't know what to read, to write, to do. I only know that I'm longing.
What is it tonight?
Don't ask.
I have to be prepared.
Oh, I can't eat this again. Nothing but kale, pickles, and rotten potatoes every day for weeks now.
Something wrong, Mr. Dussel? How about you try cooking for a change instead of insulting my wife?
I think you prepared the kale perfectly, Mrs. Van Dam. I don't know how you do it.
Mr. Frank, always the soul of politeness.
Every night, another miracle.
Careful, Mr. Dussel. We don't want to clog the pipes like last week.
Woody, please.
You're not eating, Margot. Eat. You have to eat. I'm not hungry.
If she doesn't want it, Peter will eat it.
Come, Margot. Just take a bite.
I can't. I just can't. She eats like a bird. Every day a smaller bird. Margot, I'm doing the best I can. I'm sorry, Mrs. Van Dam. I just... Anne's eating. Peter's eating.